Ashwini just mentioned one thing, that form is something that is very important in this particular format, and I totally agree to that. In my opinion as well, अगर आप T20 क्रिकेट खेलने जा रहे हो तो यार जो मार धाड़ कर सकता है ना उस बैट्समैन को लेकर जाओ. Simple. You are totally right. Now, coming to two names, Shivam Dube and Hardik Pandya. You just mentioned. If Hardik Pandya is bowling at an economy of almost 11, averaging 46.5 in 8 games, not even bowling in a couple of them, can we really take him to the World Cup? I'm not questioning his ability, but I'm just going to the form because batting में भी कुछ नहीं आ रहा. Batting में he the strike rate is just 145 compared to Dube's, who is scoring runs at 157 almost. Can Dube edge him over? No, edge him for that spot.
Look, it's a good
And
question.
also
It's a hot.
just adding to
Huh.
that, Dube is a left-handed batter in the middle order.
Sure. See, again, I get where the question is coming from, but the impact rule player automatically removes one crucial aspect of Dube's job. But that said, since he came back about 7 months ago and he played in Ireland, Asian games, and then against
Asian Games, yeah.
Afghanistan, I think one more. He was bowling. He wasn't bowling very good, but those 2 overs right now, the 2 overs that I saw him, they were pretty average 2 overs. But right now, stacked up against what Hardik Pandya is doing, there's no difference. So it's a very, very interesting question. Unfortunately, with Hardik Pandya is, and let's get it out of the way. When he's informed, isse badiya all rounder is desh mein nahi hai.
True,
Okay,
true.
7 months ago, he was such a pivotal figure. 2 years ago, when he was smiling and leading GT to the trophy, none of us could say a bad thing about him. Now he's going through a bad phase. Dunya is pe chad rahi hai, but the point is, he's looking horrible. His confidence is probably down at his ankles right now. He's confused. Yesterday, post match, he couldn't even string two lines together. That cosmetic fake smile was so. It's your heart goes out to him now. But the point is, it's not about Mumbai Indians. It's not about ego. It's not about camps. It's about form. His batting form is very, very bad. His bowling form is horrible. He's making false decisions. Do you want that man taking a flight to the West Indies? I don't. It would be a disaster to take this man to the World Cup. Again, if you're going back on क्या कर सकता है, फिर तो उसी basis पर केएल राहुल को भी जाना चाहिए. Unfortunately, right now, the form, the जिस सोच से बंदा feel ले रहा है, it's really worrying me. I do not think he should board any flights to the West Indies.
Yeah, Shane.
Now, I have a view on that. Purely for the set of skills, for the skill set that Hardik Pandya brings to the table. Okay. Remember, at this point, we are not discussing the 11. At this point, we are discussing the 20. 20 players are going to go. Almost 19, 20 players are going to go. Right?
15.
No, 15 is the squad. Yeah, for the ICC thing, total number of guys who are going to travel. Okay. In replacements, injuries, etc. So from that perspective, he's going. There is no doubt about that. I'm just thinking, like, allow me to. So okay. From that perspective, he's going. Now the question is, does Hardik find a place in the 11? That is the question, right? And I will agree with Jamie that as of today he's struggling. He doesn't really show the kind of confidence that is required. Okay, but then what he's going through as part of the Mumbai Indian setup right now, you got to feel sorry for him. Okay, it's horrible being Hardik Pandya right now. If there are shoes that I wouldn't want to be in right now, it is his. I mean, he poor fellow. I mean, he's getting it from general cricket fans. He's getting it from all corners. And pressure. And by the way, this is a high stakes game. This is a very high stakes game, and pressure can do crazy things. Like Jamie was mentioning, in the press conference where he's trying to stitch sentences and he's not coming across as very natural. It's just everything that he's doing looked forced. Even on the field as captain, he's like, when you look at him approaching his players, backing them, speaking with them, you just get this feeling time and again that he might be overdoing it. So the guy's trying. Is he trying too hard? Again, I mean, I really don't. But yeah, I mean, he is trying. It does look like he's overdoing it. That's all a result of pressure. Now, having said that, remember that while he's there, because he will go as part of the 15-20 members, he will go, right? Now, when you begin to consider the 11, you either need a Hardik or you need a Shivam in your 11. Now, that bit is confirmed. Okay.
Hmm.
Ideal situation in another world, you would want to pack your side with as many Hardiks and as many Shivams,
Sure.
because it gives you that bowling option. It gives you
Hmm.
again, a compact middle order. Having said that, that call I will take when I cross the bridge and see what kind of form is he hitting in the nets. Because remember, once this IPL is over, this pressure crown that
Yes.
he's wearing will be off. He'll be
Yes.
he'll be like kind of, in a different world away from here. There are not, you won't find those um run of the mill, trolls coming into the stadiums to particularly, only to boo a cricketer and all that.
Hmm.
All of those things will not happen. So that will be a different world. Can he traverse? Can he kind of, have carry a different mindset? Can he adapt? Because if he can, then this guy, kind of, he's invaluable. He's
Yeah.
invaluable in terms of what he brings. So I'm saying 11. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Not
Okay.
so.
एंड एक्चुअली आई वाज कमिंग टू दिस पॉइंट ओनली जेमी कि जब आप इंडिया के लिए खेलने जा रहे हो, पहली बात तो वो फैंस का जो एक वो परसेप्शन है वो टोटली बदल जाता है. यूर एन इंडिया प्लेयर देन आपके ऊपर बैगेज नहीं है ऑफ द कैप्टेंसी ऑफ द मुंबई इंडियंस कैप्टेंसी विच इज नो, वो एक बैटन जो शिफ्ट हुआ है उसका प्रेशर खत्म हो गया. यू जस्ट एन ऑलराउंडर दैट नीड्स टू सर्व द इंडियन टीम. कहीं ना कहीं शायद वो थोड़ा सा दैट कैन प्ले an important role and उसकी तरफ वो चीज जा सकती है, हार्दिक की तरफ जा सकती है. डू यू थिंक दैट व्हेन ही डॉन्स द इंडिया जर्सी?
In theory, yes, but let's just hypothetically suggest that his form doesn't come back. Mumbai Indians are eliminated from the playoffs well before um, the deadline. See, it's not about runs and wicket. He's not looking confident. How will the confidence come back in a 5 day gap between the IPL and the World Cup when he has to fly there, right? The trolls might not show up, the fans, but the man just looks broken. What if the performance doesn't come back? A player like him, he reacts. He's instinctive. Instincts are not working. He doesn't know which bowler to bring. Gerald Skutsia yesterday was clocking 150 and putting the fear of God in Jaiswal. He removed Skutsia. Which man in his right mind does that? I'm saying he's not in the right mind space.
But Jimmy,
Donning the
that
jersey, changing. How does it?
what
How
but
will it
what you
matter?
were saying, I agree to what you're saying, but
Huh.
that is the captain Hardik Pandya which is taking the decisions. When he dons the India jersey, he doesn't really need to take the decisions, right? That can
But this was the
certainly
man who
remove
was.
that baggage.
This was a man. It's not so easy. He's not captaining a Chinch Pokli 11. He was supposed to be captaining India at this World Cup. That
Hmm.
was the narrative. Then one fine day, Jai Shah says, "Nahi, Rohit Sharma jayega." It's awkward. There's clearly some awkwardness there. Hardik Pandya is not just going to the World Cup as any all-rounder. He's going as most likely, if he does go, he might even be the vice captain. We don't know, right? It's not a normal cricketer we're talking about. This is India's best all-rounder in theory. But right now, banda jo bhi kar raha hai, wo nahi chal raha hai. Do you want to take someone on past legacy, or someone right now who's just not looking fit for the job?
Hmm.
I don't agree that just by changing a jersey, he'll change. He's going to go with insecurities. He's going to go with doubts, right? So it's not, I have nothing personal against him. I'm looking at the bigger picture.
Hmm.
2007 के बाद आप वो trophy नहीं जीत पाए. And by taking already burdened players, there's enough problems. Now you want to take, like Shin said, the hardest, the guy with the toughest job in Indian cricket right now. Do you want to take him when he's at an all-time low? I don't see the logic.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
might
I
even
was.
you might even lose him further if he goes, if
Hmm.
he plays and he fails there. It's a different pressure being an India all-rounder, yeah, as per the IPL.
But
IPL is just a
Jimmy,
private,
इसके
it's a private
इसके बाद
corporate tournament.
इसके बाद तो मेजरली टेस्ट क्रिकेट ही है. This is the tournament that we need him to play. क्योंकि
Do
उसके बाद
you though?
चैंपियंस होएगा.
Do you need him? Do you need someone at an all-time low in his career
I
going in the
will.
11?
If you ask me personally, as a cricket fan, or as as someone who watches cricket very dearly, yes, I will take him and I will keep him in the level. I will do that.
Good luck for the World Cup then.
Yes.
I'm speaking as a fan. 28 years I've been a fan. I'm an analyst. I'm called to share my views, and I think
Not an analyst. Okay, I have a question from Ravi Shankar. Srini, this is a very, थोड़ा blunt ज़्यादा है, but okay. Can anyone tell what Hardik Pandya has achieved as a player in international cricket?
So much.
See,
नहीं मैं, yeah.
first of all, you know, he could have done. This is a very weird question.
Weird.
What is has achieved in international? क्या किया है बता? Because you're looking at a guy who doesn't play all three formats. When he started off, whatever the brief test cricket that he played, he actually showed signs of, coming good. I mean, if nobody's
Yes.
forgotten his second innings 100 in Candy.
Yeah.
He started, he came across well in South Africa. Let's not get there. The injuries took over, priorities changed in life, So anyways, so that. Now, as a ODI cricketer, if Hardik Pandya cannot bowl 10 overs, to me, he doesn't fit the bill as an ODI cricketer. As simple as that. Because for me, all-rounder Hardik Pandya is Hardik Pandya the bowler first and then the batter, right? So he has to bowl the full quota of overs. Given his back, given how fragile it was, again, I don't see how he could have fitted. T20 cricket, if you're asking me what he has achieved, you don't look at achievement, you look at success. Success is what you have achieved. So, purely from that aspect, he has achieved enough. He has proved himself to be a vital T20 cricketer, a title with GT in his very first year, coming back in the final the second year, in the only 2 years that he played. Mumbai Indians, 4 titles, right? 4 titles with Mumbai Indians.
4 titles with Mumbai.
Yeah, I mean, how many players in the T20 ecosystem can boast of 5 IPL titles? We know, we can count on fingers who those 3 are, right?
3.
So from that perspective, he's there.
There was
Now,
a 5
what he has-
in a test match in England also, which went
yeah,
a long.
England. Yeah,
Yeah,
England.
England.
The test match in there, and I mean that bowling, that you go back and see the highlights of Hardik Pandya, the bowler, in that game. I truly wanted to believe at that point that we have, and this was the debate, right? At that point, wasn't this the debate? I mean, it was a stupid and exaggerated debate. It made no sense at all, but it was the debate at the end of the day, whether India has found its next or big man, which is stupid. But then that debate was there at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is that he did show signs. He did show glimpses of what he could bring to the squad. Unfortunately, injuries forced him to look at his career the other way, and it restricted him only to the T20 format. And people who ask this question with a vengeance, they I'm sure they there's a Rohit Sharma fandom there, and that forces them to ask these questions. कप्तान क्यों बनाया? ये कप्तान उन्हीं लोग ने बनाया जिन्होंने 12 साल पहले रोहित को बनाया था. तो वो लोग कुछ तो देखे होंगे. ऐसे तो नहीं है कि आंख बंद करके आके वो लोग ने कप्तान बना दिया. ऐसे भी नहीं है कि वो यूं ही 5 टाइटल जीत के बैठे हैं. So there are things they would have thought. So I'm from a T20 standpoint. Unfortunately, right now the circumstances are extremely wrong in Hardik's case, totally against him. Otherwise, he's the first name on paper for me when you pick a T20 squad. Simple.
Okay.
Fastest cricket score updates या सबसे detailed stats
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या healthy debates
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या fans का craze, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.